from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Let's do some one-question readings today. Now, if you're on here live with me, you can book a one-question reading at any time while I'm alive. Book ahead. Go ahead. Book yourself in. You can ask anything in those one-question readings. If you're on here live with me, you'll find a link to book in for one of those at the top of the live chat. That tells you how to do it. If you're watching the replay, hello, come along live sometime. Or if you can't make it live, that's okay too. You can still book one in, and I'll do it right at the start of the next live show. So here we've got Crystal. Hello, Crystal. Oh, you booked in for a reading. Awesome. I'm very well today, thank you. Very well. Can't wait for your reading. Oh, thank you so much. Cool. Well, let's read your question then. So yeah, book yourselves in, everyone else, and say hello. And we'll also be getting cards out in the show as well for the collective. We'll see what's going on. Okay, let's read your question out. Crystal, do you see me and Jay reconnect this year? And will he try to call me? I told him how I felt today, but didn't tell him who I was. So he blocked the number I called from since I didn't show him a picture of who I was. Do you think he knows that was me? Or do you think he'll leave his sister's? Do you think he will leave his sister's house so we can get back together this year? He'd been there since we broke up. Me and her were friends, but me and his breakup end up in court. She got locked up for talking in court, so the judge gave her 4 hours in jail. 4 hours. And it wasn't my fault. So after that, I saw her 3 times. She didn't speak to me anymore. So I don't know if she wants us back together. But we had a lot of love for one another. We were together for 5 years. I'm scared that if I text him from my phone, he may block me. I don't know if he wants to talk to me or not. Okay, if the love is still there. Been broke up now for 2 years. We briefly talked last year at the store. He was smiling from ear to ear when he saw me. Gave him my new number, but he didn't call. Okay, told him to call me. Said he'd think about it. Okay. Can you tell me? Okay, yes, we can get into this. Absolutely. I'm already picking up something from it. Oh, sorry about the pregnancy loss. That's hard. I lost one once. Okay, right. So I was picking up something straight away about his relationship with his sister, and it can be very difficult if someone in your family is against someone that you want to be in a relationship with. It can be quite difficult. But let's just get to your question. Okay, so do I see you reconnecting this year? Yes. Let me get some cards out here. So what I'm picking up in his energy is a kind of an allegiance with his sister, and about this being trouble, this relationship being trouble. And so there's a pull towards you, and there's also a push away from you going on in his energy too. It feels like he's got a very strong connection with his sister, and she's against this relationship. To me. Let's get some cards out. Romance, sex. I'm reading Jay's energy here. Going well and beyond artistic. He's doing well. How old is he? Okay, so that's his energy. He's doing fine right now. With regards to Crystal, though. 39. He feels younger than that. He's got a younger energy than that. Who is aware and joy? You see, he's got a good feeling towards you. Did you know it was from your phone? No, he didn't know it was from your phone. However, there still is a push away from you. You see, if someone wants to get in touch with you, they will. They will, right? It's not that hard these days, they will. And so there's a reason it's not getting in touch. And it's about his sister. It's about trouble. It's like, it's more trouble. But there's a pull towards you. Here's the thing. You do make him happy. It doesn't surprise me that he was smiling ear to ear. So reasons why. So what is reasons why not getting in touch? Oh dear. Okay. This is you're not going to want to hear this. So ask clearly then, what are his reasons for not getting in touch? Completion, detachment. That's quite clear there that he doesn't want this. You make him happy, he's got a pull towards you, but he's made a clear decision that he doesn't want this. He doesn't want this relationship. It's over, it's finished. Despite him being pulled in two directions, perhaps he has concurred with his sister that it's more trouble than it's worth. I heard her say to him that there's plenty more fish in the sea. Do you know what I mean? That there's someone else and it will be less trouble. Whether that's true or not, well, he's seeing this as trouble. He's seeing your connection as trouble with his sister, predominantly. But he has agreed with that, and yeah, it's completion and attachment. Even if you knew it was your phone, he was not going to respond. However, you get his true energy right when you see him, because he does like you. There is love there. But it seems it's all gone pear-shaped. I would give him so much space. I would get on with your life, because he's made a clear decision. That in his energy is very, very clear that no, it's over, completion. Detached. He's detached from it. I wouldn't say someone with that black and white energy like that would change their mind, even if they've got feelings, even if you make them happy. Once someone's made a clear decision like that, it's a no-go. Whether that change in the future, I don't want to give you false hope there, but it's best to give them space. It's best to give them space, and give yourself space as well, and move on. Because there are plenty of fish in the sea. Like, seriously, there's how many? 4 billion men in the world. Really. You know, better match than that, perhaps, for you. It was good. Take the good things from that relationship, add it to your pot of things that you want in a future relationship, but without the drama, right? And without the things about that relationship that weren't working. And it's obviously not working with his lack of getting in touch, because if someone wants to get in touch, believe me, they will. Well, there you go. Perhaps not what you wanted to hear, but I don't see that. I mean, I haven't got any information on him leaving a house. I don't pick up. I only read other people's energies insofar as it helps you. Because it's your higher self that's given me this information. Your higher self isn't interested in their life beyond how it affects you, and so they're not giving me any information on that, because it's like it's none of your business. What happens in his life now, you know. It's not going to change anything. It wouldn't change anything if he left a house. It's not going to change his mind. He has agreed with his sister. So it's not the living situation that's causing him to agree with it. He's actually agreed in his mind. So hopefully that's made it very clear for you. Like someone better out there for you. Move forward. Onward and upward. And I think that's what we do. It's like we have like positive experiences in relationships. And we're like, this is really good. And then it's not good. Something goes wrong. And we've got to take the good stuff and add it to our list of all the good things about that relationship. And we'd like those aspects in someone else again in the next relationship. And then learning from the bad stuff that came up, and perhaps how we handled it or how we didn't see it coming or something, whatever, and leave that out of the mix this next time, you know. Yeah. Do I see about pregnancy in the future? Wait. I'll just read that bit again. Yeah, you see, that's the other thing too. It's a sign that the relationship isn't going to work as well. Have you heard this? You know, like the universe saves us sometimes. It's like the baby that I lost as well. I was only 8 weeks pregnant, but still, it was hard. That relationship didn't last. I thought it was going to. It was a very solid relationship. It didn't last though. It lasted 6 years. And so I'm glad. Like I could see I dodged a bullet after it. Because we had cats, and then when I had both of the cats after we broke up, and then when I got into a situation where I needed someone to take care of them, I asked for his help. I didn't ask him to look after them. I asked his help in finding someone, and he outright said no. And I thought, wow, I'm so glad I didn't have a child with him, because that would have been the energy. Anyway, that would be. So sometimes the universe saves us when that relationship isn't going to be for the long term, you know. Okay. Do I see pregnancy for you in the future? Yeah, with someone else. No. Sorry. Sorry that came out, if that's very important to you. It sucks, doesn't it? But there we go. That's what we've got. Let's get some cards out for the collective now. If anyone else wants a one question reading like that, although there's more than one question in there, that's cool. Book yourselves in now. See how I work with my very specific cards. It does get very specific. Let's get some cards out for the collective. I just made a video for my Self-Care Claire channel this morning, because I've decided, it was the full moon yesterday, and if you watched today's tarot for the full moon, it was about quitting something like alcohol or coffee. If you want to quit coffee, I'm not saying coffee's bad, I'm drinking it right now. Cigarettes, whatever it is, something toxic, something that it's going to kind of suck for a while we're giving it up. Usually a couple of weeks does it, doesn't it? And then we feel much better in the long term after we've quit that thing. There I was thinking, oh, this doesn't apply to me, I'm just a deliverer of the news. But yesterday I had this really strong feeling that I was getting annoyed with myself, because there's these games that I play on my phone, and I've talked about it before, and I just started annoying myself with it yesterday. I'm like, I am wasting so much time playing these games. I'm like, I'm just going to have to go cold turkey and quit. And so I did. I decided yesterday afternoon. It's probably around the time of the full moon when it hit, because it was like 6 p.m. or something. 7:30. It was just before the oh no, that's the new moon. No, it was about 9 o'clock. No, it was before that. I was asleep by 9 o'clock. Now, I decided, and I'm like, I'm just going to have to go cold turkey and not play them anymore. Detach from my phone and just like stop with that. It's taking too much of my time. It's for nothing. It's not productive. There are better things that I could be doing with my time. I don't have a lot of spare time as it is. And I thought, what am I doing? Like playing these games throughout the day. Like, whew. So I made a video about that this morning. Check out my Self-Care Claire channel, because I'll be publishing that later on today. Quitting the phone. What are you quitting? Did you feel like quitting something yesterday? Did you think about something? Did you start annoying yourself like I did with something yesterday? Did something come up for you to quit? Full moon energy is all about letting go. Perhaps the guides will talk on that. We'll see. The Emperor, Divine Masculine. Nice. Taking the lead in something, if we're talking about our energy, but it's Divine Masculine energy. When I say Divine Masculine energy, I'm talking about very positive aspects of someone being their best self in the masculine energy. So almost the opposite of toxic masculine, you know, beneficial masculine. Divine Masculine. Someone that's done the work on themselves. Not perfect. Nobody is, right? But if we are willing to do the internal work and to reach higher within ourselves and expect more of ourselves, that's divine energy. We've got the Knight of Cups, romance. Seven of Swords, deception. Oh, there's the sting in the tail. Seven of Swords. It's the BS card. Oh, okay. So, we've got a Divine Masculine here. Someone with high vibing energy. Takes good care of themselves. Knight of Cups, romantic movement forward, but the Seven of Swords card, there's some lies, deception, something not being said. Tell us more about this Seven of Swords, please. What are you? That was Temperance, but it didn't come out. Page of Cups is like fantasy thinking. It's all going to be positive, or there's nothing wrong, although completely perfect. Morning, Mandy. How are you? Page of Cups. Yeah, deceptive thinking. So Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. Okay, that's us BSing ourselves with positive thinking. Not seeing the writing on the wall when something's right in front of us. Or, you know, it can be like completely ignoring a red flag and thinking that someone's perfect. Or it can be just thinking it's more than it is, or ready when it's not, or something like that. How are you, Mandy? Mandy, did you think of giving something up yesterday? Did you watch today's tarot yesterday for that full moon? Got it in my phone. Well, not completely, but those stupid games. Eight of Cups is something to let go of, emotional. Some healing to do before a relationship comes in. So there might be a relationship around at the moment. Someone very positive, very good energy, not positive, very good energy, clear energy. High vibey. King of Wands, they're going to make the movement forward. Okay, right. There's something to let go of. Let's focus on this then. So let me just go through this story again. The guides want, you did. What did you decide to let go of, Mandy? Me too. I decided to stop playing the damn games on my phone. They really sucked me in. I'm not doing it anymore. Cold turkey. And it's already given me more time. I had so much time to get ready for this show. I recorded 3 videos before I did this show. Like, usually I'd be rushing to get ready for this. And already so much more time. Oh, why didn't I give it up ages ago? I just need to close the curtains. The sun is coming through. So that's me. Anyway, I talk on it in my self-care Claire video that will be out later today. So in this story, the Emperor, Divine Masculine, someone with high vibing energy, does the work on themselves. Knight of Cups, there's romantic intent. But Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, there's some deceptive energy in you, in us, in whoever's listening to this, resonating with this. Overly positive. And Eight of Cups, there's something emotional to let go of that's causing that. Now, over positivity, I see it. Damaged people that get drawn to law of attraction. Oh, and so, stick around because I will be pulling one of these out for everyone that stays around to the end of the show. Talking of the law of attraction, but the law of attraction and utopian vision and damaged people get drawn toward things like that. Even veganism, in fact, because there's no way to divorce ourselves from nature. Death is a part of nature, and veganism doesn't take you away from that. So there's a lot of things like that which are Seven of Swords energy that wounded people get drawn to. Spirituality is one of them. But this overly positive thing is another. It feels like if we're just positive, we'll protect ourselves from the bad things. And so we'll have this utopian vision or you know, like an ideal vision for in a romantic relationship. They're perfect for me. All I need to do is find the perfect person, which isn't true, is it? It's not true. Every relationship is going to be tricky because relating to someone, it's tricky. It's tricky. It takes investment. It takes certain skills, and it takes us being able to relate to each other in a balanced way, knowing like how much we need to deal with within ourselves and how much to share with the other and how much they can help us and we can help them, and just getting that balance right. It's really tricky. So there isn't a perfect person that can come in, nor are we perfect people to have relationships with, but we can find someone that wants a similar kind of thing to us, same kind of thing to us, and then who is willing to invest to. That can make for a good relationship as long as we remain communicating and conscious. So there's this draw toward the Page of Cups, which can show that we've got something to let go of and to heal emotionally. Stop watching TikTok. Oh, I couldn't stand TikTok at this very start, so I never got into it. Yeah, good for you, Mandy. Those things, huh? I've quit most social media. I use it for my work, but I'll probably spend about 2 minutes tops scrolling a day. It just doesn't interest me. It's just full of poop, really. I like the cat videos. I'll watch a couple of cat videos and then I'm like, oh, let's do something real. Well, good for you. Have you deleted it off your phone? Are you going cold turkey like I am? My games are actually on the shopping thing that I use, so I can't delete it because I purchase. It's the main. It's like, I don't know if like Amazon has games on it, but it's like you can't delete Amazon because you still use it and you want to use it, but I can't avoid the games that it's trying to draw me in on. And it really does very well to draw you in on those games too, because you're deleting it. Yeah, good for you. It does. It wastes too much time, and we could be doing better things. Like this morning, I meditated when I woke up instead, and then I got up, and then I was getting ready without that, and I watched 2 videos while I was getting ready, and just without the to and fro to play those games on my phone, which I would do while I was getting ready. I was ready like way in advance and could get real stuff done. It's so much better. Especially now when I'm considering getting into a relationship. I had a little bit of interaction yesterday with said man. Not much there. It's like, where am I going to find the time for a relationship? Something needs to go. And that is just like complete nonsense playing those games. Just completely for nothing. Right? No benefit from it whatsoever. And yeah, TikTok the same. When I first saw it, I was just like, oh God, this isn't for me at all. Not at all. So there's something emotional to let go of anyway. It's linked with a positivity, law of attraction, utopian, probably could be to do with relationships. It feels like when we let go of that thing, the King of Wands, then they will take action. It's interesting because I just recorded 2 today's tarot before this show, and one of them was saying, when we start taking better care of ourselves, other people notice a shift in our energy, and that's when forward movement happens toward us, whether it's in a work prospect or relationship prospect. People notice when our energy changes. So 8 of Cups, what do we need to let go of? What is it then? I'm going to get the thingies out. Lenormand. I was just told to get the Lenormand out. Embracing worthiness, so we deserve it. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Unraveling codependency. Damn it! Is it still around? It's like I've talked on it so many times for years now. Codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. So even more about codependency that we're unraveling in our worthiness. Codependency. It's the bane of the empath. Needing to be needed, it can look like. And that is definitely about worthiness or a lack of worthiness. Needing to help someone instead of just allowing them to be with us in relationship. Needing to do something for them. There's many a guy that will tell you that as well, like, what do you bring to the table? It's like, what are you talking about? A relationship with me, what do you bring to the table? We're just two human beings. It's a relationship, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, mate? Anyway, unraveling codependency. Okay. There's that. Lenormand, tell us more. I don't know why Lenormand. It doesn't seem fitting, but you just never know. The guides want me to use them, so let's do it. The cross. It's burdens. The mountain. Oh, that all seems very burdensome. Let's get the cards out first before I get reading on it. Man. He's looking away from the mountain. And the burdens. Toward me. Why have we got the cross? Tell us why the cross is here. Cheese. Mice. Stealing. Cheese. So the burden. 36. People become attached to their burdens sometimes more than the burdens are attached to them. Codependency. Codependency looks like this. We get into a relationship and we think like they really need me because I do all of this thing for them and they need me, and then it's like, and then it all ends and we're like, I can't believe they did that. They're really losing out on me because I did so much for them, and it's not true. When you break free of it, you can see that you are actually a burden to them. Because it comes with resentment when we think that we need to do things for people. And it's confusing because it's like, well, we're relationships, you do things for each other, right? That's what we do in relationships. What's the point in being together if we don't do things for each other? But there's a difference between doing something for someone when it's not got self-esteem issues behind it. There's clean giving and then giving for a reason. Either giving to get something back or giving to feel more worthy because you don't feel worthy. And that's what we're talking about with codependence. It's the I give because I'm pretending to be this loving and giving person, but really it's because I feel this deep unworthiness. That is what needs healing. So, people become attached to their burdens, sometimes more than burdens are attached to them. And we tell ourselves a story, I'm just loving and giving, that's just who I am, and I'm just going to keep on doing that. But when we see someone that's saying that kind of thing, we see it clearly in them. It's like, well, you just give everything away and you're doing things for other people all the time and you will never do anything for yourself and you don't take care of yourself. There's something wrong with you. We can see it when people are in extremes like that. In the Lenormand tradition, as in religion, the cross is a symbol of burdens, suffering, and profound sacrifice. Sacrifice. Ages ago, when I was 2 or something like that, I didn't take care of myself very well. There was one time I was in Australia and I was hanging out with a friend of mine. It's called Jason. And he said to me, it's not easy taking care of you, you know. And I'm like, what the hell are you taking care of? It's just a friend. Why are you taking care of me? Why do you think you need to take care of me? I didn't ask you to take care of me. What are you doing? Like, why are you telling me it's burdensome taking care of me when I didn't even ask you to, and take care of myself? And It kind of annoyed me at the time. But looking back, I'm like, oh, I can see why. I can see why he said that, because I wasn't taking care of myself very well and he was picking up the slack. When you're someone that takes care of yourself and you've got someone that doesn't take care of themselves, it just feels natural to just like, well, I've got to start taking care of them too. Like, and it's not a great feeling. It's just something to think on. The cross card often signifies ordeals and trials that are unavoidable and sometimes necessary in order to progress to be made in life's journey. Though the card is associated with grief and despair, it does not always have a negative meaning. The cross symbolises spiritual ascension and the integration of the self that follows a spiritual quest. The cross card. Near the fish? No. Near the anchor? No. Right. Suffering, sacrifice, burdens and all of that kind of thing. Mice is the takers. So when you tell yourself this story, I'm just a loving and giving person, and you attract the takers. The ones that want to steal that cheese. So you're offering your cheese up, you attract the opposite. Now, how I was saying this Page of Cups, this positive thinking, if I just met the right person, we see memes by people like this, codependent people. They put memes out on Facebook. I've seen them, and it says like something like, a beautiful thing happens when a giver meets a giver. It's like, oh, that ain't going to happen. That's like saying a beautiful things happen when two opposing magnets are drawn together. It's like, well, that doesn't happen. You go like this and you can't get them together. It doesn't happen. Because the balance will happen instead. If we're not balanced within ourselves, we will attract and be attracted to someone that's the opposite. Out of balance. So the burdens that you take within relationships are attracting takers. Mountain. Mountain is like a long journey. Bear. A mountain bear. A mountain is, the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. Yeah, and for those of us like that are 53 and still haven't been loved right. That's insane. I think that I've had good relationships, and I've had a couple of good relationships, let's put it that way, but wow. I really haven't been loved right, not for myself. Because I've not really been truly myself until now. Until the last 5 years. 6 years perhaps. And so, it makes sense to me. But for those of us that are late bloomers, we've been through all of these troubles, and the guides have been telling me this, because we're going to get a much better relationship than most people have. Hey, Barbara. We all show our true colours in the end, I think. Anyway, the mountain. Obstacles may be standing in the way of your goals and objectives. There may be formidable challenges you need to face. Formidable. Challenges you need to face or problems you must solve before progress can be made. I've seen that here. Unavoidable delays will have to be dealt with. The mountain may represent physical obstacles or mental ones. You may face resistance from others or from within yourself. Paralyzing fear or lack of confidence may be holding you back, yet sheer will is not the way past the mountain. Once you accept that you've hit a wall, you can begin to formulate new approaches and creative solutions to resolve the situation. There's a way forward, but it may entail stepping back and starting over. Okay, so I've got challenges. Bear. I actually spent a little bit, he said hello and I said good morning to him. We were at least in the same class yesterday. His butt ended up in one of my videos. He didn't realise where my camera was. So I sent him the video saying nice butt. And he sent me a message this morning with laughy faces. But there's still just very little interaction between us at the moment. Our nettlesome, but we hardly know each other, do you know what I mean? I know everyone else there so well. And then my brothers, then my family, all the other ones, and we're both kind of like, you kind of new to me. I've kind of known of you in the last couple of years, but we'll get to know each other. Bear. Our nettlesome task is to discover how to organise our strength into compelling power. The bear card represents strength and power. So we're stronger because of everything that we've been through. We're going to get into better relationships because we'll be stronger and we'll be better at it for sure, and we'll be asking for more as well. Though there may be a gentle person behind the bear's face on this card, her assertive energy is quite intimidating. Am I intimidating, or are they intimidated? Even a kind maternal person can be overbearing and dominating. Right, what was I saying? This card may indicate an authority figure, someone who commands attention and respect. Alternatively, the bear may represent a resourceful person who wisely manages his material assets. You might do well to heed the wisdom and protection of someone who offers to mentor or advise you, especially in the area of financial decisions. The bear defends its territory and its resources, but she also protects her own and offers safety and security. So there's strength in overcoming all of these things. But here you go, the man is looking away from this. Let's get another card out. Why is the man looking away from the burdens? You see, when we shift our energy, the man, the emperor, so if we've got codependency there in our energy, the emperor's probably like, oh no, she's trouble. I don't want her. And we sort it out within ourselves and I'm like, oh, her energy's changed. Bouquet. So a bouquet is a love offer. The man gives a love offer. It's a love offer. It's pretty much the same story as I had up here, isn't it? But with this in the middle, mountain and bear, meaning that we'll be stronger, we'll be better, we're reaching for more. It's the hard journeys are the ones that lead to the most, the very most. I don't understand why the man's looking away from that though. Or is he looking at the love offer? What's the man looking at? Yeah, spiritual love. Okay. He's looking for a spiritual love. Okay. That's all right then. I'll let him off then. I thought perhaps he was turning his back on someone that's had, got challenges that they're overcoming and stuff like that. I thought, well, he's not the emperor then if he's looking away from that. No, this is really good. The man wants spiritual love, love offer, all of that kind of thing. But we do have a hurdle. It's got something to do with codependency still. I have read one book on codependency. Codependent No More. That was useful. What the guides have been telling me is useful as well. I don't feel like I've got it within me anymore, but perhaps I do. How about you? Okay, well, who would like the secret manifestation card? Because I'll pull one out for everyone still here. If you're still here, give me a yell in the comments there and I'll pull one out for you. I'll pull one out for myself first. Interesting. Codependency, huh? What do I need to know, please? What do I need to know? Life should be effortless. Oh, I've been putting so much into everything. Hey, Laura. Life should be effortless. When you're taking action to make something happen, it will feel hard, yeah. As if you're going against the current of a river. When you're acting to receive, it will feel as if you're flowing with the current of the rivers. It will feel effortless. What's the difference? When you're acting to receive, it will feel as if you're flowing with the current of the river. It will feel effortless. That's the feeling of being in the flow with the universe. When you're acting to receive, it's different than making something happen. Acting to receive. I will ponder on that. Lara. Everybody, stick around on my channel after this show concludes, because I'll be publishing a pick a card read. It is How Do They Feel About You? On Wednesday, I did the live show, and then shortly afterward, the internet, the Wi-Fi got broken. Builders in the resort broke it, and it was a public holiday. I didn't realise it was a public holiday that day, but it was. But they couldn't come and fix it. And so I made all these videos, but I couldn't upload any of them, and I couldn't do anything. And so much depends on Wi-Fi. And so I had to just stop work. And they said the workers are coming yesterday. So they fixed it. They did fix it in the morning. And then I had to work yesterday to complete the work, which wasn't good. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Lara. The earth turns on its orbit for you. Lara. The oceans ebb and flow for you. The birds sing for you. The sun rises and it sets for you. The stars come out for you. Every beautiful thing you see, every wondrous thing you experience is all there for you. How sweet. It's all for you. You may, Barbara. You're very involved in Codependence Anonymous a few years ago. Very helpful. Yeah, that's another aspect of it. So we can end up with taking care of addicts, right? Because of it. I don't do that anymore. Take care of myself instead. Because it's such a super distraction, isn't it? We've got to take care of ourselves instead. When we try and take care of other people, we're missing. We're missing that it's us that needs to take care of ourselves. You're welcome, Laura. It's a very sweet card you got. Barbara, this one's yours. Change your thoughts, change the future. At the end of every day, before you go to sleep, think through the events of the day. If any events or moments didn't go the way you wanted, replay them in your mind the way you wanted them to go. Oh, I like that. You've now completely changed your future. Isn't that good? I need to remember to do that. I'm stealing your card. I'm going to keep this one out, and I want to do that at the end of the day. It's almost like the ideal day. Thinking through the day that you just had and making it be the ideal day. I like it. I like it, Barbara. Let's do that. And life should be effortless. Yeah, I've been making too much effort for sure, for so little. It's difficult right now for me. I do feel like I'm going with the flow though. I'm not worried. I almost feel like I should be worried about money at the moment, but I'm not. I mean, I do trust the universe. But there's something in prioritizing myself and in receiving, I'm sure. It feels like that to me. I've still got to figure out. Well, there you go, everybody. Thank you so much for coming along, everybody. And for Crystal as well, for booking in for a one-question reading. That was fun. And have a great weekend. Check out my Self-Care Claire channel, which I need to rename. I'll be putting out a video later on today about my quitting my phone. And stay on my channel because I'm about to publish the How They Feel About You Pick a Card Read. Watch it. Click like on it. Click like on this video. Do all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all on Monday in 2 days' time. Bye. Or is it 3 days? 3 days. Bye.